Mayday, Mayday. This is Starfleet Academy Shuttle Pegasus. We are in desperate need of assistance. I repeat, we are in desperate need of assistance. Our ship is damaged and life support is failing. Is anyone out there? Please.
Pegasus, this is Starfleet Academy Transporter Room. Stand by. You have 4 to beam in to your location.
Attend hut!
As you were, cadets. The 4 of you have exceeded expectations during your stay here at Starfleet Academy's Chief Science Officer program. Of your entire brigade, you 4 are the highest achieving cadets in each of your respective fields. You should be proud. To honor this, you will be accompanying Senior Cadet Cisco on his upcoming mission.
This mission, a research flight and an honor that not many of your fellow cadets will ever be given.
Cadet Russell, due to your superior flying skills and outstanding work ethic, you have been assigned to co-pilot this trip.
Thank you, sir.
Cadet Lopez, as the cadet with the highest marks in flight system operations, you have been assigned engineer.
Happy to, sir.
Since the primary objective of this mission is scientific investigation, Cadet Barrett, you shall accompany the crew as Chief Science Officer.
It's an honor, sir.
Cadet Pulowski, based on your performance evaluations and clinical results, you have been chosen to provide medical support for the crew.
Yes, sir.
Cadets, meet Chief Engineer Anderson.
Cadets, the Pegasus, a Dream Chaser 4 spaceplane, was developed in the late 21st century and donated by the Smithsonian Institute to the Spaceflight Academy. This ship took myself and a team of engineers many years to retrofit, upgrade, and make capable of flight. You will make sure that you bring her back in pristine condition, or I will personally make sure the lot of you never fly again.
Thank you, Chief. Cadets, consider this trip a privilege. Report back to your stations and prepare for launch. Dismissed.
Cadet Cisco, I expect a full report upon your return.
And Cisco, not a scratch on her. Are we clear on that?
I'll take great care of her, Chief.
I'm not kidding, Cisco. That's 5 years of my life you're taking out for a joyride. Are you sure about this, sir? Taking the Pegasus out with a bunch of cadets?
Listen, birds can't soar if you don't let them leave the nest. We piloted this program with Cadet Hernandez, and look at the remarkable leader she's become.
I just hope they don't destroy the bird when they're learning to soar.
Cadet Lopez, transmit the flight plan for launch clearance, and then open the general hail to Starfleet Tower.
Flight plan transmitted, Captain. Flight plan accepted. Hailing, frequencies open.
Cadet Russell, call the go-ahead.
Aye, sir. Starfleet Tower, Pegasus 319, holding shortwave runway 1 Alpha, requesting VFR departure to the east.
CSO training flight Pegasus 319. You are approved for VFR departure, taxi and launch. Your ascent corridor is clear to orbit. You may initiate warp drive once you have cleared the Sol system. Good luck and Godspeed.
Crew, this is the captain. Stand by for launch. Make sure you are locked in. This is going to be a fast descent.
Fast ascent?
Yeah, haven't you ridden one of these old shuttles before?
No. Why?
You didn't have a big breakfast, did you? Maybe I should switch seats.
I have the controls. Prepare scramjet for atmospheric flight. Then engage impulse speed to 3/4 once we pass the Kármán line at 100 kilometers.
Scramjet force generators engaged, power set, impulse drive on standby, Captain.
Air compressors to the maximum. Release the brakes.
Air compressors to maximum, brakes released, rolling.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Transition.
Set climb power to the max. Power set.
Flaps 5. Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Alright, Pegasus, let's see what you got.
All crews stand by to initiate warp.
And did you know Proxima Centauri B is a super-Earth exoplanet that orbits an M-type star?
That's nice.
Right. It's one of the few exoplanets that orbits within the habitable zone of a red dwarf star, Proxima Centauri.
Wow.
Federation has maintained a research facility there for years to study the star's frequent solar flares. The base is restricted to only top scientists in the Federation.
Look, Barry. I hate to interrupt you, but I'm only here in case of one of you forget to use a hypo spray.
As a member of this crew, you should know all the vital details to circumvent any risks.
Risks? What risks? Mystery Meat Monday has more risks than this cakewalk.
Engage warp drive. Warp factor 1.
Warp drive engaged, in 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Captain, are you planning on applying for Starfleet Academy when we return?
To tell you the truth, I haven't decided yet. I've enjoyed my time in the Chief Science Officer program. There's a lot to be said about spending your life exploring the stars, but... Lopez, report!
Something's disrupting our warp bubble. Looks like we're encountering a huge gravity well of some kind.
Captain, I'm detecting huge subspace energy fluctuations ahead of us in the warp corridor.
Russell, take us out of warp.
Captain, something's wrong. The ship's not responding.
We are accelerating. Warp factor 2, warp factor 3, warp factor 4. It can't handle this. We need to shut down the drives now.
Do it, Lopez. Do it now.
Initiate a warp core emergency shutdown.
Is everyone okay? Barrett, Pulaski. Is everyone okay down there?
Cakewalk, huh?
Not another word. Bruised but in one piece, Captain.
Good enough. Russell, where are we?
Captain, you've got to see this.
Earth? How's this possible? We're right back where we started. We were halfway to Proxima B when we encountered the anomaly.
Wait, Captain, I'm getting some communication on an exceptionally low frequency. It appears to be coming from some type of ship in low Earth orbit.
Forward to main view.
Okay, hands is closed. We'll take this tornado in.
Pulaski, look. That's the International Space Station. I remember reading about it in my History of Technology courses last year. But only operated in low Earth orbit from 1998 to 2035. And it seems to be in perfect condition.
What's it doing out there?
Okay. Based on all the evidence we have, It appears that somehow the anomaly we encountered has brought us into the past.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
2024 to be exact. I picked up some chatter on the broadcast.
Why are you so calm?
I read a lot of sci-fi novels. Honestly, it's kind of cool when you think about it.
Cool? Cool? I'm never gonna see my friends or family ever again.
Focus!
I don't want to live in 2024. They probably don't even wash their hands properly.
Everyone calm down. I'm freaked out too. But it's not going to help solve anything.
Captain's right. The good news is we're alive, which means there's still hope.
Lopez, what's the status of the ship?
It looks like the inner layer of the warp nacelle is damaged. It must be repaired before we can even attempt going back into warp. That system is definitely dead.
Dead? Did she say dead?
Pulaski, what kind of medical officer are you? Snap out of it. Lopez, can you fix it?
Sure, but not out here without a space dock. We would have to land on Earth.
Land?
I would also need access to a machine shop, as well as some Verterium Cortonite to fix the damage.
In hopes we find these rare materials?
Although they were exceedingly rare, there were documented cases of them being used as early as the 19th century.
Okay, so that's one problem sort of solved.
Even if we fix the warp drive and can find the anomaly, how do we know if we can get back? There's no guarantee we'd get back to the right time.
Not to keep piling on problems, but he's right. To make sure we can locate the anomaly and navigate back to our own time, we would need a much better computer to calculate the navigational flight path. The math is far too complicated for this relic to handle.
Surely there's some 21st century technology that could help us. It may be old, but surely not impossible.
If I remember my history correctly, the exascale supercomputer was invented for in the 21st century for the military. Hewlett something. Corporation constructed a massive one. It should be able to handle the math.
Great! So we just need Verterium, not only, but also to access a highly secure military computer to calculate our way back.
Not to mention, this is the past. Anything we do now could have set the timeline and have cataclysmic effects on the future.
Great. As if there weren't enough problems.
Lopez, is there any way you can mask the ship so we won't be identified by their monitoring systems if we land?
I can do it. We'll just be nearly invisible on the ground.
We have no choice. Lopez, do it. Barrett, Pulaski, I need you two to get the Verterium and get it back to the ship.
I think I may have located a source using the ship's long-range scanners. It doesn't seem to be too far from here.
Even if we do find it, what are we gonna do? Just walk up there, hey sir, may I use your Verterium? No.
I trust the two of you can figure it out. Russell and I are going to make our way to the base and try to gain access to their computer systems. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
May I help you?
Hello.
Good thing Lopez found a way to repurpose the emergency transporter. Pulaski to Lopez, come in.
I hear you loud and clear, Team Bravo. What's your status?
Seems we beamed near the source of the Verterium. Seems to be a Navy vessel.
Affirmative. I will update the captain when he reports in.
Bravo out.
Well, this is the USS Orlick Naval Museum. According to the tricorder, the USS Orlick was a Gearing-class destroyer that was with the U.S. Navy until 1982.
So, a museum. This should be easy, right?
Away Team Alpha to Lopez. Come in, Lopez.
Read your loud and clear, Russell. What's your status?
We have located the military base and gained access. How's Away Team Bravo doing?
They were able to locate the source of the verserium. It's a 21st century military ship. Do you want me to contact them?
No, they'll contact you if they run into any problems. Just keep an ear out. How are the repairs coming?
I was able to remove the damaged part of the nacelle. It's going to take some time, but should have everything I need here to finish the repairs.
I'll contact you in an hour. Away Team Alpha is out.
We better start looking for some form of computer access to the mainframe.
Hey, what are you two kids doing here?
Run!
I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna see ya. I wanna meet ya one day, maybe next week. I'm gonna meet ya. I'll meet ya. I will drive past your house, and if the lights are all down, I'll see you around.
My tricorder is detecting verterium on the ship. I can't seem to isolate the location. Must be all this metal interfering with my signal.
I've been on many spaceships before, but never a sailing vessel.
Hey, you two! What are you two doing here alone?
We're here to obtain some holographic representations for school.
Holographic what?
He needs pictures.
I don't recognize those uniforms. What school did you say you were from?
Academy Star, War Star? Academy.
I can't leave you here alone. Let's go to the mess hall and find your adults.
Homeschool.
Anybody recognize these two?
Chandler, Ross. I have been looking everywhere for you two.
Well, try to keep a closer eye on them.
Will do. So, why don't you boys have a seat? We can talk now.
You're a Vulcan.
Now, I'm not here to hurt you. My name is Sudak.
I'm Barrett. This is Pulaski. We're stranded here in the 21st century. If you're a Vulcan, you must have a ship. We need your help.
How do we know you're one of the good guys?
My parents were conducting a long-range survey of the system when they were caught in a gravitational wave that seriously damaged our ship. They crash-landed here back in 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico. This is a pre-warp society. There was nothing that they can do but remain hidden.
If you don't have a ship, how did you find us?
My father was able to construct a warp monitoring device from the wreckage of our ship. He was hoping to use it to get ourselves home one day. Clearly, that never happened. I was able to use it to track you here.
If that's true, how come you took so long to reveal yourself?
I was looking for Vulcans. I didn't expect to find humanoids. And I had to be careful. Your species can be quite vicious when provoked.
I promise you, we're not your enemy. Our ship is damaged, and the inner layer of the warp nacelle needs to be replaced. And we need verterium to do it.
Well, it just so happens I might know where to find one. But it's going to cost you.
What do you want?
I want a ride. There's nothing here for me anymore.
Won't that interfere with the timeline if we bring you back?
Have you ever heard of Vulcans being on Earth in the 21st century?
Not really. It's a deal. But only if you help us find the materials we need.
You got a deal. This is what you're looking for. An OH-50C anti-submarine drone built in the 1960s.
He's right. My readings are off the charts.
How can they construct something using Vaterium that long ago?
They didn't. Not on purpose, anyway. The cowling installation is actually made up of the components made to make Vaterium.
Over time, the heat from the transmission caused the two compounds to fuse and make Vaterium.
Exactly. Very clever. Are you sure you're not part Vulcan?
How'd you know this was here?
My parents spent years trying to make a warp drive capable device to get us off this rock. It's not easy making anything with this primitive technology.
Something happened?
It's my fault. They trusted me to make the calculations for our prototype. I messed up. The test engine exploded and I survived. After that, I kind of gave up hope. But when you guys showed up, I figured maybe they did want me to get off this planet.
You have my word, Sudak. We won't leave you behind.
Yeah, we don't leave no Vulcan left behind.
Well, let's get to work.
Do you know what you're doing?
A bit more than most. My mentor once hacked into a Klingon warship while attempting to return a crew from the transporter buffer. This 21st century firewall should be easy pickings. No, don't. You stupid computer.
What happened to easy pickings?
If you're not gonna help, why don't you go watch the door?
You know, I outrank you.
Here it is. Menu. Evolutionary emission trajectory generator. Process flight calculations for long-range extraterrestrial trajectory. Target system, Alpha Centauri. Got it. The computer is running the calculations. It took some modifications, but it should work. I'm no expert, but we should have the calculations in about 3 hours.
3 hours? Are you kidding me? We can't wait around that long. What are we gonna do?
You're the captain. You tell me.
Should we call Lopez? Barrett? Maybe they'll know a way to speed it up. 3 hours? We're gonna get caught. You're messing with me?
It just finished the calculations. We shouldn't wait for the program I ran to lead itself from the computer's access history.
Not funny, Russell.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna get caught! Some captain you are.
Who's he?
He's okay. He's with us.
You're a Vulcan. What is a Vulcan doing here in the 21st century?
His ship crashed here a long time ago. He's been trapped here on Earth. He offered to help in exchange for a ride.
Is that a fully functioning warp nacelle?
Yeah, I had a tough time getting it off the ship and in here by myself. This smaller Beta 4A version was retrofitted for our ship. Our inner core was damaged. That's why we needed the Vaterium.
Is that a continuous cycle fractionator?
Yes, right next to the magnetic field generator.
We couldn't get the magnetic field generator working in our prototype.
It's all about the calibration.
After all this running around, I'm starved.
You know, there's some emergency rations in the ship.
Lopez, do you need us?
Clearly, we're not needed here. Was Lopez's dad special ops? You know, you're gonna have to explain this when we get back.
What? I never agreed to that.
Captain, all systems are on the green. Impulse drive and warp engines are online, and we are ready to go.
Good to hear. Alright, crew. Let's do this. Crew, stand by for launch. We're going full impulse.
Well, it doesn't seem like I'll be needing this anymore.
You know, Cisco accepted this whole Vulcan thing without even questioning it.
At this point, I think a rogue Vulcan is the least of his worries. I'd be shocked if anyone on this ship ever flies again.
I have the controls. Stand by to engage impulse drive and accelerate to the maximum.
Initiating impulse drive.
Please work. Lopez, what are your readings?
I'm detecting huge subspace energy fluctuations ahead of us. Hypersonic radiations are off the chart. The same as before.
Lopez, how's the warp drive holding up?
I'm detecting huge temperature spikes, so it's gonna be close. We need to eject the core before it goes super critical.
When is that?
2 minutes?
Russell, how long does the computer say we need to stay in warp?
1 minute 50.
Russell calls out the time. Lopez, eject it when she signals.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eject!
Status report.
Our warp drive is non-existent. We have suffered severe damage to the impulse drive. This ship is not going anywhere.
Hull integrity is at 75%. Our shield generators are overloaded and burnt out. Life support is at 50%.
How is everybody down there?
Everyone's alive, Captain.
I'd like to never do that again.
It beats crash landing, I'll tell you that.
I'm checking the star charts now. It looks like we're in the right place. Not sure about the time.
Captain, I'm picking up a transmission. It's from a scout ship. They're hailing us.
Pegasus, this is Shuttle Galileo of the U.S. Enterprise. Lieutenant Hernandez speaking. I have received your distress call. Come in, Pegasus. Are you receiving?
Galileo, this is Cisco in command. Boy, are we glad to see you.
Pegasus, you were reported overdue at Alpha Centauri 3 days ago. Starfleet has had ships all over the system searching for you. What is your status? Are there any injuries?
No, Lieutenant. Everyone is alive and unharmed. We have sustained considerable damage to our propulsion system. We'll need a tow.
Understood. Just stand by. I will have to contact Enterprise and have them respond. They should be able to use their tractor beam to bring your ship aboard. I'm sure the captain will be looking forward to hearing your report, Mr. Cisco. Galileo out.
3 days?
Feels like 3 years.
Do you think anyone will believe us?
I don't know if I believe us. Although, showing up with a Vulcan from the 21st century should be interesting.
Finally.
Wait. I know it doesn't make up for what happened to your family, but we couldn't have done it without you. You gave us back time. Time with the people we care about. I hope that counts for something.
It does, Cadet. Take it from me. There's nothing more precious than time.
Three, two.
Lopez, what? Oh, plastic.
Just Swifties, global warming, wars. Wait, can we do that real quick?
Yeah. Alright, Parker.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
There we go. Hey, just be happy that was the only time. Go back.
I want you to pause. Overdue at Alpha.
Anderson, could you give this a look?
Yes, sir. I believe I could take care of this for you right away.
Commander?
Congratulations on a very successful mission. We're lucky Temporal Agent Daniels received that intel when he did.
I agree. This latest attack was clearly caused by a faction of the ongoing Temporal Cold War. It was smart to place me aboard. The cadets were capable, but navigating time is best left to the more experienced.
It is, and thanks to your intervention, it appears that Cadet Cisco will be able to fulfill his destiny.
More importantly, so will his future son, Benjamin.
And you're sure none of the other cadets were suspicious, right?
Very few Terrans have ever heard the Balochian race. Our childlike appearance allows us to slip past their most defenses. Although the Vulcan was a bit hard to convince, it's good that they often underestimate your kind.
Well, the cadets were lucky to have an engineer 3 times their senior on board, and for now, the timeline is safe. Did our mysterious 31st century operative provide any information regarding our next move?
No new updates. We should continue placing members of our special ops team in key locations throughout Starfleet as a preventative measure. We have a new batch of cadets moving out soon. With your permission, I will join them using my cover as Cadet Lopez.
Permission granted.